Hi and welcome to session 8 in our Back to Swimming series, and in this particular session we're starting to get a bit serious. We're working predominantly on stroke rate, and we're trying to get your stroke rate higher and higher so that you can start holding a higher stroke rate as you begin to race again. Now, I've mentioned these before. This is a tempo trainer. It's from Finis, and we've actually arranged a 20% discount on all Finis products if you follow the link below in the description. So you can get 20% off a tempo trainer, which is really the one thing that gets you to hit a stroke rate really accurately all the time. There is something else you can do, and I'll tell you that later as we go through the set, but a tempo trainer is the easiest way to hit a particular stroke rate every single time because it's beeping under a hat in your ear. Remember, this is a series, so if you want to know when another video in the series comes out, hit that subscribe button and punch that notification bell so that you actually are informed when something comes out. Also, it's quite useful to the channel if you find this useful to actually hit that thumbs up, and we'll thank you very much for that in advance. As always, we start with a warm-up, and today's warm-up are 4 100-metre swims done on 2 minutes, or you can just take 15 to 20 seconds rest in between each one. Now, the aim with this is to slowly but surely improve your stroke rate and your effort as you go through the fall. We don't want you starting out really fast and then ending up slow. The idea is to reverse that and actually start off really reasonably and end up pretty fast. So we're now going straight into a set where we're going to use stroke rate as an indicator of how well we're doing. We're going to do 10 lots of 1 25 metres on 35 seconds, followed by 1 25 metres on 55 seconds. Now, the first one is going to be done at a stroke rate and reasonably hard. So let's say you start off at 60 or 65, you're going to then do a recovery one after that, and then another one at 60 or 65. After 2, what I'd like you to do is up your stroke rate by 5 strokes a minute. So we're either going to go to 70 or 65, depending on where you started. In all, that will end you up either at 80 or 85 strokes a minute. And at that sort of stroke rate, that's the stroke rate you should really be aiming for when you race 1500 metres. Now, you might find that hard, but in one length efforts, you should be able to do it. So let's get used to that stroke rate in sets of 2, starting off either on 60 or 65 and going up to either 80 or 85 strokes a minute. So if you haven't got a tempo trainer, there's a great way to actually cement a stroke rate in your head, and that's by singing a particular song at that tempo. And you can find out the tempo of particular songs on the internet, and you can just get a tempo, let's say, at 65 strokes a minute. Now, at 65 strokes a minute, you would get something like Tainted Love by Soft Cell, or Moondance by Van Morrison, or even After Midnight by Eric Clapton. Now, all those are about 60 strokes a minute, so if you can just imagine, what a wonderful night for a moon dance, do, do, do. And you can just hit that beat every time. Now, whatever song gets in your head, that's the song you should use. And so you can just use a song that's in your playlist, listen to it before you do something, and hit that tempo when you actually go in the water. Now, if you like a more up-tempo beat, you could actually hit, instead of 65, take 130 and hit the second beat of every bit of that. Like I've Got a Feeling, Black Eyed Peas, or Moves Like Jagger, Maroon 5 at 130. We've got Get the Party Started by Pink. That's another 130 song. That's wonderful. And you can, instead of I Got a Feeling, so you're hitting every second beat, 2, 2, and that's hitting your 65 strokes a minute, and that's just keeping you up, keeping you positive and keeping you thinking. Now, when you get all the way up to 85 strokes a minute, you might be looking at Come Together by the Beatles, Yellow by Coldplay, or even Should Have Said No by Taylor Swift. But at 85 strokes a minute, the absolute archetypal one for triathletes is Bicycle Race by Queen. Yeah, because that is at 85 strokes a minute. And bicycle, bicycle, want to ride my bicycle. You're trying to hit that pace all the way through. Up at 170, we're slightly different. But again, if that lifts you up, take a song at 170 beats per minute. So we're now used to working with stroke rate. We're going to go into the main set, which we're going to do 3 times. And this is going to be a 25 metre, a 50 metre, a 75 metre, 100 metre, then back down 75, 50, 25. So it's a pyramid around 100 metres in one length increments. So we're going to go up to 100 and back down again to 25. And we're going to try and keep a stroke rate. Now either you could, if you're happy using a high stroke rate, you can use 75 to 85 strokes a minute all the way through, or you can choose 3 of those stroke rates. You can practice like 65, 75, 85 and try those per round. Now either way is good, but if you are used to it, it probably isn't so good going back to the lower stroke rates. So you want the highest stroke rate possible that you can hold on one of these or all of them. So we're going to work pretty hard. We're going to drill this into your head. This stroke rate is going to start being drilled into your head. So you're going to start swimming at that stroke rate more likely in ordinary swims without having that reminder of the beep in your head. But you can always sing a song. Just remember, you can always sing the song. So you can always get that song going in your head every single time to give you that motivation and that instant stroke rate as you hit that beat. So that's 3 rounds of that pyramid. At the end of each round, you're going to take about a minute's extra rest. So you're just letting that heart rate come down, ready for the next one. Now remember, you could be ramping this up every single time, so you will need that. At the end of it all, there's just a swim down. And it's 200 meters today, really nice and relaxed, taking your heart rate right the way down, ready to go home. Now this session I've timed at about 55 minutes and it's 2,300 meters, so slightly less than you've been doing. But you're going to find that that has been more intense than you're currently used to. So we're really starting to up the game. And we really want to drill this stroke rate into your head. So if you haven't got a tempo trainer, think about getting one. 20% discount below, remember. If you really can't manage that, then go to your music library and get the songs that are at the tempos that you want to swim at. Get those into your head so you know you can hit those either in training or when you come to race. Okay, that is actually it for this week. I think you'll find this starting to get much more interesting, much more into the racing element of triathlon or even swimming. Because you can do this in swimming, you can just keep a tempo in any stroke, any distance, and just remind yourself of the tempo you want to be able to hit by singing that song. Remember, you can't take a tempo trainer either in a race in triathlon or in swimming. But you can always sing a song. Nobody can stop you doing that. It's a fantastic way to hit any stroke rate that you potentially want to hit in a race. Okay, thanks for watching this. Hopefully as we get more into the racing element of swimming, you'll start enjoying it even more, and we're really back into swimming now. So thanks for watching. Keep well, enjoy your racing, enjoy your training. See you next week.